Alright, here we go. Today we are going to make a organic raised garden bed. And I just got back from the local lumber yard, and what I bought is your basic cedar fence. It's a dog-eared, 6 feet long, and it's 6 inches across. And what I'm going to basically do is go too high. I'm going to tie them into the corners by the 2x2 cedar. So what I got to measure, this, you got to measure how big your bed is going to be, but this bed is going to be 55 inches long and 30 inches on the ends. Alright, here's a little tip here. First of all, use cedar all the time. Forget about the wolmanized wood or treated wood or whatever it is. Use cedar. It's going to be better for you, and it's going to make your plants way healthier. You won't have to worry about those chemicals leaching into the soil, possibly being taken up by the plants. But it's very important, if you're working with cedar, you have to drill your holes before you put your screws in, or else it cracks because it's very dry. So what you want to do is get those corners in. Since the 55 is to this edge, I'm going to butt the other side right up that way, get my 2x2 in here, and then we're going to mark it with the pencil 3 holes. I'll put 2 on the ends and 1 in the middle. But you got to first drill into this top one so you don't crack it. That is the key to working with cedar. And I'm going to go about yay middle, right in the middle here. And then another one. Boom. And another one. So remember, drill your holes. It's very important if you want to be successful with working with cedar. Alright, there you go. The holes are drilled, and you want to go right through them. That's the best way to prevent the crack, because the screw's going to go right through there too. And you will also penetrate the 2x2 very slightly. Just I would say maybe 1/8 of an inch, no more than 1/4 of an inch into the 2x2 to start that one, because that could crack also. Alright, there's the 2x2s that I drilled. See how it's a nice clean opening in there? That's all you need. I'd say only just a tiny little bit. That way it will crack it all the way down the middle there. So that's perfect. On to the next step. Alright, next step is screwing in the screws. So here's the thing. I put 3 in here. You could probably get away with, if you're going 2, 1 and 2, with only 2 and go boom boom. But if you're only going, your raised vegetable garden patch is only 1 high, then maybe go with 3 so it's stronger. But I'm doing 2, but I'm just going 3 anyways, just to make it stronger. And there you go. You just want it flush with the wood. Perfect. And once you do a couple of them, you get the groove of how you get that flush. That one's even better. You could rub your finger and not even feel it sticking up, where this one is a little bit down, but that don't matter. So, continue. Alright, since this is such a long piece, the middle part is not secured the way you really want it. You want to really keep that together so it don't come apart. So we're just going to tie another piece in the middle to hold these two together here. No sweat. Okay, now we're doing the sides. So you want to still drill those holes, but look at where you have, if you're doing the 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, I'm only using 2 screws on the sides because it's a smaller piece, and I put that hole between those screws and that one between those, so when you're going through here you're not going to be hitting. See that? See what I did is, now these are the legs. This is going to go into the ground to secure it, and that's what's going to be sticking above soil. Right there. And then that's where all the soil is going to go. Alright, there you go. That's where I secured the sides. What you can do is, since I made this mistake, if you got a steel saw, cut these things off so you don't get stuck by them or hurt. Or you just put them in like that. When the soil will rust those out eventually, but be very careful. And like I said, next time, now I know what size screw to get so they're not sticking out. Alright, there you go. There's the 2 boxes. I was commissioned to make a lettuce box. So this is going to be lettuce, so it's a little bit smaller, and then this is straight for beans. So remember, you can cut these on an angle, just halfway, so there's a point on them, but this is actually going into the ground. And then remember, when you go on the job, bring your mallet, and that will be able to pound in the sides into the ground without bashing up your nice cedar. And you can take the little tags off. And so now I'll load it under the truck. See you at the site. Alright, now that it's done, I'm going to put the final touch. I'm going to wood burn. You could put the date that you made it. I'm going to put the logo. And that's it. First, what I did is I did this freehand, but you're better off printing something and then getting that image a little bit better. Alright, here we go. Time to go in. So I measured what I needed. I'm only going that far down, and I cut it at an angle so it's easier to go into the ground. I'm going to take the mallet, pound them in, level it out, and then I'm going to scrape what's off on the side here, dump it in there. So organic topsoil for the top, and she's all ready to grow. Alright, there's the final product, your organic raised vegetable bed made of cedar. Happy growing. There she is, the finished product. I even put the logo on there, 2012, Organic Slant. Happy growing. Alright, this is the final product with some beans growing in it. And they're doing great. So go ahead and make your own raised bed.